So here's why people keep rejecting you, and you're just not popular. You're just not having that effect where people are inviting you out. People are trying to chase you. People are trying to get it on with you. You can fill in the blanks there, my friend. The reason for this, cut right to the chase, is that it matters to you. It's because you clicked on this video. It's because you have an attachment to getting rejected. You do not like getting rejected. That's the exact problem, because whatever you resist persists. You caring a lot about rejection is causing a communication style in which you're careful, in which you're not truly expressing yourself. And that is the fucking key. You've probably heard a lot of people say in general, books and stuff like that, like, oh, just be yourself, right? Or your teacher might have said it to you at some point or whatever. And look, generally speaking, this is bullshit advice, but it's because most people have the interpretation when you say just be yourself, that it's like, oh, I should just be myself. I should just be my insecure little bitch self, right? And you shouldn't, obviously. What I'm saying is, because you care so much about rejection, you're not able to let your natural personality, which is funny, which is charismatic, come out. Because you shouldn't have to really think of all these little tactics and lines or whatever to say to be able to pull people in, to be able to not get rejected. You shouldn't have to do that shit, right? It should just come naturally. Some people that grow up naturally are cool, naturally are the cool kid in high school and whatever. And they never learned about it, right? Just because they had a positive feedback loop from very early on in their life. Even just one little event can kind of trigger that. Getting raised by your parents in a certain manner can trigger that, because then on the first days of school, you come into school in a certain manner and then you get positive feedback. It should be coming natural. And everybody has this inherent, natural, charismatic, and persuasive kind of personality. Obviously, there's things you can do to enhance it. There's obviously verbal techniques and whatever that you can actually look at to enhance it. But there should be a base of like charisma. It should be a base level of confidence. It should be a natural source of presence, source of energy that pulls people in that are meant to connect with you. And that won't be fucking everybody, right? Because that energy is only going to be attractive to a subset of people. That's also just the people that you want to attract. If you get to a point where you're able to just not care about the rejection and actually be cool with it and actually maybe even like it because it makes you comfortable with rejection, and that's your goal, to become more comfortable, meaning more confident, then you're gonna be okay with that. And then, because of that fact, you're gonna be unleashing your natural personality because you are eliminating the downside. If there is no downside, you don't have to manage your personality in a certain way. You don't have to feel anxiety because there is no downside. My point is, everybody has a magnetic personality. It's just about, with one person, they're able to let that come out in any setting or most settings. And with the other person, it only comes out when they're in a very comfortable situation with like their family or with, you know, their best friend, or, you know, if that is not even the case, when they're playing a game and they're over the headset, like talking shit and whatever, right? Because it's like over a headset. Everybody does have it, but a lot of people just have the problem that it doesn't come out. And the reason that it doesn't come out, once again, is because they're afraid of rejection. They don't view themselves as good enough and stuff like that. That's the thing that you gotta let go of. And then it's kind of a paradox. Then it's not actually gonna happen. You placing so much importance on it is the exact reason that it's happening. So you gotta let go of that. Fast, shortcut way to do that is to get rejected a bunch of times really harshly. Because once you do that, you're gonna become comfortable with it. And then from there, you can just unleash your normal, natural personality. And once again, to find that normal, natural personality, go to an environment where you're extremely comfortable. You're probably gonna be loud, gregarious, or you're probably gonna have your jokes ready, stuff like that. Or if you're a little bit more of a quiet, reserved person, you're gonna find that it's just that personality, but it's still gonna be charismatic, right? Because everybody has this natural thing in them. We're born with it, okay? It's just the social conditioning and the limitations that you put on yourself that don't allow that personality to come out. So what you do is you get rejected on purpose, you make a fool of yourself, whatever, you see that you're still fucking fine, okay, you're still okay, nothing's going on, you're still the same damn person, and then you're gonna be able to just let that personality come out more naturally. Honestly, once you start doing that, you're not just gonna attract more people. You're not just gonna become more popular. You're gonna be it and do it in a way that is natural for you and also fulfilling for you, because you're gonna attract the people that you're actually meant to connect with, because they're coming to you for your natural personality. Now, you're also gonna still get rejected sometimes, right? You're also gonna still have people not like you because maybe you have a very blunt personality like me, right? Like, obviously just have very blunt jokes, or you're kind of politically incorrect or whatever, controversial, any of these types of things. then obviously a lot of people are also gonna not like you, but that's just life. You gotta be okay with it. Like, don't use this as a trick, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, so I'm in the end not gonna get rejected because that's what I really want. Then obviously it's not gonna work, because ultimately then you're still caring about the rejection. And you'll see once you start caring about it again, it's not gonna work again, right? So use this principle, understand that everybody already has this inside of them. Let go of this fucking need, okay, to be accepted and by everybody, because that's not what you're supposed to do. You should be so bluntly yourself that you find out within a couple minutes of meeting a person if that is a connection that you wanna make for yourself or not, because you have such a high standard and because you have such filters on who you want to spend your time with, because it's valuable, okay? So if this video was valuable to you and you liked spending your time with it, then place me a comment down below what you thought of it, how you're going to implement all that good stuff. Place a like and subscribe to this channel as well, and then I will be seeing you in the very near future.